through these doors. Presented by First Community Credit Union.
And welcome to the Ralph, where North Dakota at 9-2-1 takes on Bemidji State at 5-7-0 in a non-conference series, and something we've become accustomed to each and every year, and it's always a battle between these two teams. There's no doubt about it. Across the North Dakota line, trying to get into the goal. They shoot and score. Sends it out to neutral ice at the North Dakota blue line. Lundman gave it on the left side. They shoot and score. Outlet pass comes to center for Dylan James. Gave it up to Berg, shoots, score! Cameron Berg's third of the year, cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 Bemidji. Johanna starts back quickly across the Bemidji State line, pen on the right side. Berg shoots and scores! Nobody saw that one. Cameron Berg's got them both for UND.
Ludvig, good job by Pike to steer him just wide. 60 minutes, not enough to separate number one North Dakota and Bemidji State tonight.
Hey, we're going for the win. We're going for the win.
3-on-3, 5 minutes on the clock.
Livanovich steps down in front for Blake. He scores! Livanovich to Jackson Blake. Scores 50 seconds into overtime. And UND wins it by a score of 3-2.
Better play as good as we look, hey boys? Hey, it's all the way yesterday. I think we can all agree we left a little something on the table though. Let's show them who we really are tonight. Let's bring that compete level all night.
Goes into the near corner, double team, dropped in for Ness, put it out in front. A redirect by Montgomery, he scores! Montgomery with his first goal of the season. 1-0 North Dakota. Got it in the middle for Blake. Blake shot, deflection, and a goal! And it's 2-0 North Dakota. That will be a power play goal.
Over to Magnuson, across the road, another big stop from Persson. Jake just shakes his head.
Got it out to center, got it back again. He's got a step. Strended cutting right in, a backhander, he scores! How about that, Ben Strended? With his third goal of the season, and it's 3-0. And Manfred Coops, he gets it in the Bemidji State zone, shoots right on, rebound goal, he scores! Then he falls, comes up with the puck, sends it out, a shot, they score! How about that work by Reese Gaber? And it's 5-0.
And 4-on-4, 4 seconds left. Shot by Jones, stopped in front, paddled aside, and that will do it tonight. Shutout for Ludvig Persson. It culminates in a sweep as well for number one. The top-ranked team in the nation, just too much in the end.
Hey, boys!
Show your school spirit with an exclusive UND Fighting Hawks debit card found only at First Community Credit Union.
Painted masks have been a part of hockey since goalkeepers donned fiberglass face coverings some 50 years ago. Nowadays, goalie masks come in any design imaginable and offer a player a unique opportunity to express themselves.
I think it's pretty cool. Like, you can customize it whatever way you want. I think growing up, you usually have a white or a black bucket, so getting to this level, it's pretty fun to be able to design it.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. It's just like a way you can kind of express yourself. Like, goalie's the last line of defense out there. You know, you're kind of just sitting out there by yourself a lot of the time. So just being able to express yourselves on the helmet and add really cool designs is really special to all of us.
Obviously, it's very unique. You can add stuff that could be really personal and some kind of reminders to yourself that what got you where you are at the time. And obviously, it's really cool to have colors and cool designs, and it makes it a lot better.
I would say Dano probably helped me the most. He sent me a ton of helmets of past guys here, and that was probably 80 to 90% of what I did is just pick and chose from them and kind of threw it all together.
Jason does a great job of helping us also design. He gives us ideas if we're kind of unsure of what to do. So without Dano and Jason, this wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, so you see the green color, and then we got the Ralph here on this side. We got the Gothenburg skyline here, where I'm from, kind of the Swedish 3 crowns. On the back side here, we got Sweden and where I'm from, Hindas. And here it's kind of hidden where I played in the States. So we got Texas, Ohio, North Dakota. And then the dates of my nieces and my girlfriend's initial.
Just starting in the front, I just put my number on there, number 30. Nothing too crazy, kind of have always done that. Over on this one side, I put the Ralph Engelstad Arena. I kind of saw a couple other guys do it on past helmets, and I thought that was a cool idea. Up here, I put eyes on there. On the back, I put the 2 teams that I played for. So I played for Sioux Falls growing up, and then I went to Alberni Valley, and that was my junior team. And just the P plus J is my 2 grandmas.
What I wanted to go with this year was kind of like an LED. I just went with my number 1 like usual. I did some little wings right here. And then on the back here, I think everybody knows by now, but I got the big piece of cheese on there. I absolutely love that. And then John 13:7, it's just a nice scripture that says, "You don't understand what I'm doing now, but later you will." So I just try to keep it kind of simple this year.
Something that only goalies can do. Players kind of all have to wear the same buckets. So being able to put things on there that mean something to you, and I just think it's a fun thing to do as well.
Being able to share like my faith a little bit, how important it is to me, and be able to put cheese on there, it means a lot to me. And just not everybody just sees me as a goalie and a hockey player. They get to see a little personal side of myself. So yeah, it's really cool.
It means a lot to me. It just gives me a lot of motivation, and I appreciate what I have. And like I said, it's a reminder every day, and yeah, it's a cool thing to have, and the reminder you get every day is probably the biggest part of it.
Coming off a sweep of Bemidji State, focus shifts back to conference play this weekend against Denver. And as UND becomes more in tune with their team's identity, they aim to put it on full display in a top 3 battle in the Rockies.
Yeah, I thought we just kind of stuck with our game plan. We know our identity, what works for us, and at times, I think we just got to remember that, like what makes us successful and how to get back to that.
I mentioned it on Saturday after the game that kind of really shows what kind of group we have, and we work for each other every day, and it means a lot to see that, and that's what's gonna make it successful in the long run.
Especially when we got all 4 lines rolling, and when everyone's going and feeling confident, that makes for a dangerous recipe. So it's exciting to have in the locker room.
Grow as a team. That's what you got to do all year. That's what we got to be focused on, is playing how we want to play for 120 minutes this weekend, and just be focused on that.
We got a bunch of guys that have been there before. We know how hard it is to play there. We just got to be ready from the start, because they're coming, but we are ready.
The chase for the Penrose, the last few years, we've been kind of head and head with them, and it's obviously been a goal of ours every year to win that Penrose, and I think it's just something, every point is so crucial.
It's another weekend. We can't focus who we're playing. It's kind of what we want to do at the end of the day, and we got to focus on us. We got to be prepared to come into their building. You play for the high-ranking teams, and playing against those teams, there's nothing better.
Those rankings don't mean very much to us right now. We're just playing Denver, and that's it. We're kind of putting the rankings aside. We want to beat them, they want to beat us, and we know that we're both storied programs, and obviously you're competitive every year. So just kind of having those bragging rights, and ultimately showing our competition what we're made of is kind of just the competitive part in us.
Through these doors, presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.